2,000 square metres, so it's literally from this peg here over to here at the top and then down to the road. And these were two larger lots left by the same developer who developed this land up here. Most of these lots up here are around about 600-700 square metres. And then for some reason he left these two larger sites here. So when I was doing my research I thought, why? Why did he leave these two big sites down here as larger pieces of land when he could have carved this up quite easily and got 4 or 5, 6 different blocks out of it? And the reason being was because this land developer had actually bought the land DA approved for the subdivision. So rather than go back into council and change that, he just kept it the way it was. And he did have an early buyer, because when I initially looked at this land it had sold signs all over it, and so I thought, oh, it's gone, you know. He initially had a buyer that fell through as he was doing his civil works to complete the subdivision, putting the roads and everything in. And that buyer fell through, but he left the sold stickers on the sign, so nobody knew about it, which is great. And then an agent told me about it, and I quickly did the figures. Now, the reason we're looking at it, we're looking at this as a two-stage subdivision, two-stage development, and we could have come at it several different ways. Having a big piece of land, 2,000 square metre piece of land, is awesome because you can look at different angles and different ways to develop it. We could have done a minimum lot size in Maitland's only 350, so we could have cut it down. We wouldn't do small lots out here, you know, but you could have had at least a 4-lot subdivision and just left it at that. But what we're actually doing, this client, we're actually going to be building 6 villas on this land, and we're going to be subdividing it. So we're going into council with a 2-lot subdivision to 1,000 square metre blocks. You know what? Just pop it down. Thanks. So we'll divide it into 2 1,000 square metre lots, and we'll build 3 villas on each lot. But it will be part of a 6-villa project. So if you have a look at the little plan, I have got some other plans I can show you. I'll just have that. This is just looking down from the roof, if you like. The reason we're coming at it like this is because the client can only, his lender will only do a maximum of $1 million construction loan. So we're going to build the driveway and the subdivision. We're going to do the subdivision, the driveway, and these first 3 villas in stage 1. And so that keeps it under $1 million for his construction loan. The stage 2 will finish these, and then we don't actually need to even finish stage 1. What we need to do is just do 2 builders contracts. So the second builder's contract is for the 3 villas. So we can actually build them at the same time. And just coming back to why we have to do it this way, because of his finance restrictions. So if we have a look at what we paid for the land is $265. Now when you look at what they're selling these lots in here, for the little 600-700 square metre lots, they were selling it for around $180,000. So when I saw that I went, gosh, that's pretty good value for 2,000 square metres. And even if we cut it in half, we'd have 2,000 square metre blocks for $132,000 or so. So it's really good value. We're not going to pay any stamp duty because a part of the New South Wales Builders Bonus right now, if you're developing land and you're going to build on it within a certain time frame, you can save on your stamp duty.
Can I ask a silly question there? If you were to buy a block of land and you don't pay stamp duty on it, and then you change your mind and you don't build on it and you sell that land to somebody else, do they get that same?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, if you don't build on it, no, you won't get it, because it's all about building, because we have a housing shortage across the board in New South Wales.
So if you didn't build on it and you resold it, you'd have to pay back the stamp duty?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a link. If you go to this website link here, homebuyers.nsw, you can read all about that. So it's a really good little bonus right now for people wanting to, they're trying to encourage development in New South Wales. So the subdivision's only probably going to cost about $20,000. We're just starting to get our subdivision. We've got a subdivision plan. It's quite simple. It's just a line straight up the centre of the block. Obviously the sewer's connected here. It's a new subdivision, so we don't envisage any weird and wonderful costs. The sewer will run down the front because we have a slope down to the road. So I've allowed $20,000 for that, and we're using a town planning and architecture consultant firm. So they've given me a quote of nearly $19,000 to design the 6 villas, to prepare the DA, to lodge the DA in their names, and then also to do all the CC work that's required, so all of the engineers' plans as well. And the build cost will be $680 for stage 1, Again, we're just having our builder, we've just done a concept plan based on the, there's more detail than what you've got in here, but we've given the concept plan to the builder to cost out, so we're just waiting for that to come back to be confirmed. And that's one good thing you can do at this stage. It's still a cost estimate, but it gives you a bit of a tighter estimate on with the build price. So I've estimated 680 and some contingency in there. So you can see stage 1 is around about $1 million to complete, and stage 2 just to build the next 3 villas, just around the 670 mark, depending on if we need the contingency. So total cost of this project 1.6. The total end value is based on 340 a villa, which is quite conservative at the moment in this area. I know the 2 I've built were valued at 245 recently, so I'm hoping they'd be up really around the 260 mark. But if we use 240 to stay conservative, we're coming in with an end value of $2,040,000. So on this project, the equity the client's going to create is $368,000, less my project management fee. So he'll come out $250,000 within about 18 months.